Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme Player Sonic here and welcome back to another video. Today I have a very interesting video for you guys today. I'm going to be showing you guys some Naruto Storm 4 gameplay. Now, as you guys know, I haven't been uploading any Naruto Storm 4 gameplay in the past. Even myself, I haven't actually been playing this game all too much because of, schoolwork and stuff like that. But I had a little bit of time, so I decided to hop on to a couple of matches and just to pass some time. And essentially, the first match that I got into was against pretty much the speedster. Now, the reason why I'm sharing you guys is because one, I actually forgot to turn back on the HUD because I was trying to make a funny video, but that didn't work out for me. So essentially, I forgot to turn the HUD back on, and the first match I was completely destroyed because I couldn't see my chakra bar, I couldn't see my substitution bar. I was destroyed. So, but the match was actually pretty intense, and this guy is actually a really good player, from my opinion anyway, at the beginning. So I decided to let me just turn on my recording software and record a couple of matches, and if I like them I might probably upload these matches. So the first match I lost. This match, as I was playing it, I realized this guy was trolling the fuck out of me. Like, he was troll spinning, he was doing all of these things that had pissed me off, and the first two matches he won those ones fair and square. But the third match, was highly intense. Like, this shit was intense, especially for me because I can't see my substitution bar and all my chakra bar, so I was literally at a huge disadvantage. But I was doing well, I was doing extremely well in the first two matches as well, like, because as you guys can see, we were literally neck by neck. There was actually a point where I believed in the second match he was basically at 2 to maybe even 5%, because I was going in, like, I was destroying this man when I awakened with Sage of 6 Parts Madara. But after the third match, essentially, when I basically, I don't want to spoil it because I want to try and commentate through this match, but essentially something interesting happened. I'll let you guys know as we get into it. So as you guys can see, I just got destroyed essentially. Like, I just got wiped out. And in this match, I was playing as Sus. As you guys can see, he was trolling me. He kept doing that. He kept doing that troll spin, and the more he did it, the more it actually pissed me off. So, he got the better of me. Essentially, he actually made me do stuff I didn't want to do. I overused my substitution bar just to try and get back at him. I wasted a lot of chakra, and essentially, he got the better of me. So, in this match, I was playing as Sasuke, the last. I think it was Itachi and Madara, and he had Killer Bee. Who else did he have? Pain, and I can't remember the other one. I think it was Taka Sasuke. Now, I didn't have too much trouble with Pain or Taka Sasuke. It was kind of Killer Bee that kept getting me. Like, Killer Bee's support and his tracking system was literally destroying me continuously. But I was pretty much essentially doing pretty well. My mind was constantly on defensive because since I can't see my health bar or my chakra bar, I was constantly on defense, constantly backing up, trying my best to not give him any opportunity to deal too much damage. And as you guys can see, again, I got hit with another freaking Killer Bee support. Now at this point, I think I was actually cursing him out because he can't hear me because I turned up my mic, but essentially I was cursing him out. I was getting pissed off with Killer Bee continuously hit me with his support, and I try to use my supports efficiently as possible, and it's kind of hard for me to use them without knowing when they're pretty much available. I have to rely on their voices when I hear them saying call me whenever I can, or whatever the case may be. So I kept pretty much trying to dash at him. See, my playstyle when it comes to Naruto Storm 4 is I'm not exactly a tactical player. I'm more of an aggressive, in-your-face player. So you'll see that I kept dashing at him, and that was kind of like my weakness in this, because especially since I can't see my chakra bar, dashing continuously at him was essentially my weakness. And he actually essentially copped. I keep using the word essentially, I don't even know why, but he copped onto it, and he kept blocking it. And once I realized that he figured out my playstyle, I had to switch things up a little bit. And once I would try to switch around from characters to characters, and see, this is something that confused the fuck out of me. Like, I don't know how that happened, how he managed to grab me, but yeah. So this is what I was talking about. I think this wasn't this match anyways that I was talking about. I really went in, like, I was destroying this man. Like, I everything hit him, like every single thing hit this man, but it didn't feel like he was dying. Like I tried, because I knew I was at my low end of my health, so I tried as best as I possibly can to do as much damage as I could, and he just wouldn't die. So I think I lost the first match, but you know, it was really intense for me because I was enjoying the fuck out of this match. Since I can't see anything, it really pushed my, observation skill to the next level. And you know, yeah, so this match went to him, and we went on to the second match. Now in the second match, I picked all Naruto's, well, except for Boruto. I was thinking of Uzumaki, so I picked PTS Naruto, PTS Naruto, Boruto, and again Naruto but Shippuden level. So again, at the beginning of the match, he always continuously trolled me. Like he did that troll spin, and that kind of gets on my nerve to a certain point. Like if you do it at the beginning of a match for the first time, I'd be like, whatever, you're just trying to piss me off. But if you keep doing it, it's gonna work. So the reason why I picked PTS Naruto was because in my mind, PTS Naruto is I would say he's my best character to use, because he's he's pretty much for my playstyle. He fits my playstyle pretty well. He's really fast, and his setup combo anyways is really good. So I would always usually use him if I'm trying to actually win a fight. And I picked Boruto for Naruto. No, Boruto and Shippuden, I picked those two as supports because I just thought, you know, since I went Uchiha in my previous match, let me go with Uzumaki in this match. So I was doing pretty well. He was playing in a very, I guess, how do I put this, in a glitchy way. Like he would abuse the whole combo jump quickly, like a quick tap jump, so he can continue his combo. Like he would usually do a lot of that, and I picked up on that, and he was trying to pretty much break my guard, but I wouldn't give him that chance. Every time I saw that my guard was going essentially to the red stage, I would try to back up, try to avoid him. And the Killer Bee supports was pissing me off. Like Naruto wasn't pissing me off at all, because if I got caught in Naruto's I guess support, I would accept that. I was like, okay, it's my fault. But with Killer Bee, I even tried to dodge Killer Bee at some point, and I couldn't essentially dodge him. So pretty much, sorry, I just lost my train of thought here. But yeah, I think I was doing pretty well. At some point, I think I tried to go Awakening, but I think I failed at that point. I broke his guard there. I was trying to go in, and I think I realized I was out of chakra because I tried to dash back at him, but instead I did a tilt, and I meant to dash back at him, so I won the first round. That kind of gave me a little bit of a motivation to stay on point, but I don't think that lasted pretty long because he took me out real quick. I think it was a jutsu that took me out real quick, but I can't remember what it is. I went with Shippuden Naruto, but as soon as I realized how slow he was compared to Killer Bee, I think I switched after he took me out. I think I switched back to Boruto, but I did do some damage to him before I got taken out. What was it? Like, I believe I could... Yeah, there it is. Okay, it wasn't a jutsu, he just comboed the fuck out of me. So I switched back to PTS Naruto. Oh, I think it was, yeah, sorry, Boruto. I can't tell the difference between those two. I switched to Boruto because in my mind, I was assuming that Boruto would be a lot faster than PTS Naruto, but as soon as I was getting pushed back, I switched back to PTS Naruto near the end because I wanted to win this fight. And see, he kept doing that jumping tap thing with Killer Bee, so he was really trying to break my guard, and essentially he did do it, but he didn't get to use the opportunities because, you know, my support got in his way. So I think in this match, my biggest mistake was that I wasn't utilizing the whole leader swap system, because once I picked the character, I was just staying with that character, because I was kind of thinking that if I use the leader swap system too much, when I actually need the supports to come in, I might not be able to have them. So here I tried to awaken, but you know, he kept using the shurikens to stop me from awakening, and that kind of pissed me off because I really wanted to awaken. I really wanted to win this match, but Killer Bee was just Like killing people was a lot of thing to deal with. He pretty much, Speedster was playing pretty well. Like, you know, I had respect for Speedster until the third match. Until he said those things in the third match, I was like, nah, bro. I was trying. I think the matches were like, yeah, I'm losing this match now because my awakening came up, and during this match, I think my focus was trying to awaken, but he was not giving me any chances whatsoever. That was my big downfall. If I had just left the awakening on its own and just went at him, I could have turned the tides of the battle to my favor, but essentially that didn't work out for me. And pretty much I was able to break his you know, armor, but that didn't do much for me. And I'm trying to remember what I was thinking during this match. It's really difficult when you're just rewatching your own fights. I mean, you should be able to know what you were thinking, but it's not really working. So, but I know in this point I was sticking with PTS Naruto for the end because I wanted to win this match. So I think that, okay, this is where I started to remember that I have items. And okay, so I awakened, but the awakening was useless to me because he went awakening and he pretty much destroyed me. So because I actually had really low health and I couldn't do much in this match. So he essentially won. Now the third match, this is where it's interesting for me because I finally figured out how he plays. Like, and on top of my situation with no HUD, you know, I kind of got the hang of his play style, the way he played. And this time I went with team what's that name? Oh, Team Sarutobi. So, you know, Konohamaru, the Kage, and Azuma. You know, I was kind of going with this whole team thing for some reason. He, I think, stayed with his own team, and Taka Sasuke, Killer Bee, and I think in this match he decided to go with Gaara's father. I can't remember his name, but he went with that as a support. So I was like, okay, this could piss me off, but that was, you know, that was pretty okay. So pretty much, once again, I came back to playing a little bit more defensively than I would like to. I started to predict his counters, but that wasn't. No, it was like 50-50. I would guess he was going to counter, and I would try to stop myself. And most of the time, I would get hit with his counter. Now, the reason why I didn't do counters in this match at all, like, is because one, I didn't trust my timing yet, because since I haven't played this game in like I think a week or 2 weeks, I wasn't trusting my instincts to counter at the right moment. But essentially I was doing pretty well. I think after playing with Konohamaru for a bit, I think I switched at midpoint to Azuma. Now with Azuma is a lot more faster than the Kage or Konohamaru, so that gave me a little bit of a leverage against Taka Sasuke, who was literally the fastest in the game. Like, obviously anyone who plays the game knows that Taka Sasuke has the quickest startup, the quickest startup, and he also has the longest reach with his sword and stuff like that. So once I saw that his pretty much awakening came up, that gave me the motivation and the confidence boost to really go in and try to do as much damage as possible. So as you guys can saw there, I was trying to hit him again with a jutsu, but then I forgot that Azuma's jutsu doesn't actually work in that sense. Like, it didn't work for me. I was like, okay, so he awakened here. Now Gaara's dad caught me off guard. Like, at some point when he threw his jutsu, I thought his jutsu was one of those jutsus that, see here, I predicted his counter, but I thought his jutsu was a jutsu that stayed still, like his normal state, but he actually chose the gold towards you. So this is where I awakened, and this is where I tried to do something, but I got fucking destroyed. Like, I actually got blown back. So round 2, we are both about the same, well, not the same health. He still has a little bit of health, but I took it out real quick with the Kage, and we're back with the third round. Now, in this fight, I was kind of pretty confident now. Like, I knew how he would play, and pretty much I switched to, whenever he's playing as Taka Sasuke, I would stay with Azuma to pretty much keep up with his speed, because I lacked the reach, but at least I could keep up with his speed. And I backed up a little bit here because I I wanted to get myself some chakra because in my mind I was thinking I could be low on chakra from all those dashes that I did. So pretty much what I need to do when it comes to playing this game essentially is I need to learn how to dash cancel. I don't do dash cancel at all. Like if you watched these matches now, you would see that I never do dash cancels. I just dash in, like that's my problem. I always just dash in hoping that I can get a connection with my heads or with my whatever the case may be. Like here I was kind of hitting him with some I was out of chakra here because I realized I kept tapping the not chakra, sorry, I keep mixing that up. Substitution. I was out of substitution bar and I realized that in my mind I was thinking like, okay, could he be at just one support? So I dashed at him and hope, okay, he can't be there. Like, see, that's my problem. I need to like, you know, learn how to dash cancel. Now I did an ultimate there. I didn't mean to do an ultimate. I was actually just trying to dash towards him, but I ended up clicking the circle button too fast. Here I actually purposely wanted to try and hit him with an ultimate. That failed, and I still stayed with Azuma because I was kind of confident with Azuma. You know, because Azuma's fast and I really wanted to win this match. Now here's where things turned a little bit interesting. Now I was losing because as you can see my awakening came up and I think I awakened some point, but his awakening came up. It gave me back the confidence, saying like, okay, things aren't too bad. I realized that he didn't have support because he didn't support most of my combos, so I was like, okay, let me just dash in and do as much damage as I possibly can. And okay, listen.
Oh my god, worst noob ever.
I didn't hold anything back.
Like,
sorry about
I don't know if you guys heard it, but he called me a noob after beating me like twice in a row, and I actually finally made a comeback. He called me a noob, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't know that I was actually at a big disadvantage. So, you know, in the next match, I decided to scrap the whole picking teammates, and I went with Kakashi and Obito, or technically Tobi. Now the reason why I went with this team, because I just want to troll him. Like I just want to essentially use Tobi as much as possible to piss him off, but I ended up focusing too much on the match itself, and you know, this was a pretty close match as well. Like in fact, all of our matches, to be honest, were really close, but he felt like calling me a noob. So this is the problem I have with Naruto, the Naruto community in general. Like, you know, it's a game, you're supposed to have fun, but when they beat you, they're happy. But when you beat them back, it pisses them off to the point where they have to turn on their mic and call me a noob. I think he called me a noob, the biggest noob of all time, and I was sitting there laughing to myself, like, how am I the biggest noob? Bro, I was beating you without any HUD, without anything like that. But you know, I'm not bragging to say I'm the best player, because obviously I'm not. There are clearly much better people out there, but I like to think that I'm pretty decent at this game. Like if I were to fight someone, I could hold my own. That's what I'm saying. So he broke Kakashi's armor pretty early on in the game, so I was kind of concerned with that because I didn't want to take too much damage since I can't see my health bar. So I awakened. As soon as I awakened, I actually regretted awakening because I was not worried that he would chop me with a jutsu. Now here's my mistake. I should have went on with Kakashi, but I switched to Tobi, thinking that if I were to be Tobi, I have a better chance of avoiding jutsus and other dangerous things. But that didn't go as planned because I ended up, I think, losing. I was too focused on trying to hit him with a jutsu. So I was trying to hit him with a jutsu, but you know, my awakening failed, and he took me out. I can't remember when that happened, but I essentially lost at some point. I was actually glad of one thing though. He did actually, in one of the matches, hit me with a counter pill, but he didn't go with an ultimate jutsu. I was actually pretty surprised with that because mostly, see, this is another version of him trolling, the whole clicking tappy thing, or whatever the case may be. But I was kind of glad that he didn't essentially hit me with that ultimate pill jutsu, because that actually pisses the fuck out of me. Like, I don't know what it is, but being hit with a counter pill to ultimate really gets on my nerves. And essentially there was actually one point where I forgot to turn off my mic, and someone actually did that to me, and I was cursing the fuck out of him. And it got to the point where he actually, obviously heard me saying this stuff, and he sent me a message on Steam apologizing for it, which, I was kind of surprised that people actually do that, but I think I already told that story. But anyways, things are looking even. I went back to Kakashi because I didn't trust Obito's jutsus, not jutsu, sorry, his combos all that well. His combos were kind of goofy, so I took the risk and stayed with Kakashi, since I knew Kakashi plays that a little bit well. Now, I said I'd stick with Kakashi, but I ended up switching to Obito for a brief moment so I could hit him with just a little bit of a combo and reduce the damage that he was dealing towards me. But I had no substitution there. He was destroying the fuck out of me, so I am literally at, I'm assuming, 50% or maybe 49 to 48%. So I went Awakening with Toby because I knew Toby had a really badass Awakening. So here I was anticipating him to counter me, but he wasn't. Okay, he did. So I failed with that tilt. I was trying to go back in again, and I anticipated that counter again, so I hit him with a jutsu. Like, at this point I was focusing on dealing as much damage as I possibly can, and because I had no idea what the hell bar was. Like, I knew his was about 40% now at this point, but it was kind of confusing for me. Now I think he was panicking because probably he could see his health, so he was panicking. Me, I was on constant alert. I was constantly focused on my chakra, my substitution bar. Like, with the heart being turned off, like, it forced me to take hits that normally I wouldn't if I could see my essentially my substitution bar. So essentially I win here, and yo, that's pretty much it, guys. That was a pretty interesting fight, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.